constant. So instead of that we can write as a df is equal to b into I into dl sin theta. dl sin theta. So this is for the force exists for a small length. So if you want to calculate for the entire length, so then f is equal to b I l sin theta. b I l sin theta. So this is the force acting on conductor. So this మనం ఈ P పాయింట్ దగ్గర ఫోర్స్ అనేది ఎగ్జిస్ట్ అవుతుందని మనం అర్థం చేసుకుంటే, so the force is acting on the conductor. So F is equal to BIL sin theta. So if you want to represent in vector form, so F is equal to B into I into L. So there is sin theta will be we are neglecting. So therefore F vector is equal to B into I into L. So this is a force equation for what is the conductor is experienced when a unit pole is placed at a point P. So these are the things we have discussed in the last class. So today we discussed about what is the field strength of a given conductor in a magnetic field.
Sir, got last the derivation malo sir reference. F force vector.
Okay. So మనం ఇక్కడ తీసుకునే స్మాల్ కండక్టర్ తీసుకున్నాం కాబట్టి we are assuming as a small portion. I mean S. Right? So actually what is the formula according to Coulomb's law? F is equals to directly proportional to pole strength and inversely proportional to their distances. So simplify చేస్తే మనకు వచ్చింది 1/d square. So ఇప్పుడు ఈ సెకండ్ టర్మ్ మనం తీసుకోవట్లేదు, just we are taking the first term. So F is directly proportional to M1 and M2. So ఇక్కడ మనం ఏమనుకుంటున్నామంటే కండక్టర్ is offered the one magnetic field, that is we are assuming as a M1. M2 is nothing but what is the actual pole strength at point P. So we are placing the point P, so just it is the conductor, just we are assuming as a 2 points. At point 1 this is the M1, at point 2 this is the pole strength. So according to Coulomb's law, so when two poles are existent in a field, the force is exists. It may be attraction force or it may be repulsion force. So that we want to find out. So that is directly proportional to product of their pole strength. So instead of M1, the entire equation. So pole strength is nothing but the B is the pole strength actually existence at conductor. That is the M2. M2 we can find out as what is the value? M2. Mu I into dl sin theta by 4 pi r square. So this is the actual magnetic pole strength at point. This is a conductor M2. What is the M1? We are assuming I think as a small m. So but according to Coulomb's law, what is the force formula? F is directly proportional to product of two pole strength. So here M is the pole strength. In case of M2, it is the actual pole strength. So then we can write as a, this is for entire portion. But if you want to take the for small portion, it is generated by means of small df. It is equal to, so there we are removing the proportional constant. So then what is the equation we can obtain? So already we know that. So M1 M2 by 4 pi into d square actually we are getting. But it is a not d. We are not considering the distance. So there is a radius will be we are considered. Because it is around the conductor or will be we are taking here. So df is equal to, instead of M2 we can write as a M. Instead of M1, so we are writing the entire equation. It's nothing but mu into I into dl sin theta by 4 pi r square. Is it clear?
Sir, ఇంతకు ముందు B అంటేనేమో mu dl sin theta by 4 pi r square అనేసారు కదా సార్.
ఏంటమ్మా?
ఫస్ట్ ఇంతకు ముందు మ్యూ డిఎల్ సైన్ టీటా బై 4πr స్క్వేర్ అని వేసారు కదా సార్.
అవును.
నెక్స్ట్ ఎంఐ ఎట్లా మ్యూ ఐ నెక్స్ట్ ఎట్లా వచ్చింది సార్?
ఎక్కడ
ఐ వాల్యూ ఎట్లా వచ్చింది సార్? ఐ
ఇంతకుముందు ఈక్వేషన్ లో తీసుకున్నాం కదా, హెచ్ ఇస్ ఈక్వల్స్ తీసుకున్నాం కదా. ఇంతకుముందు ప్రీవియస్ ఈక్వేషన్ లో ఏంటి? హెచ్ ఇస్ ఈక్వల్స్ టు వాట్ ఇస్ ద వాల్యూ? ఇంతకుముందు డెరివేట్ చేసాం కదా ప్రీవియస్ లో, ఐ ఇంటూ డిఎల్ సైన్ థీటా బై 4πr స్క్వేర్.
ఓకే సార్.
This is the h value. But what is our equation? We know the basic thing. B is equal to mu into h. Are you good? B by h is equals to mu అనేటువంటి ఈక్వేషన్ మనం ఇంతకు ముందు రిలేషన్షిప్ లో ఫైండ్ అవుట్ చేస్తాం. రిలేషన్షిప్ బిట్వీన్ ఫ్లక్స్ డెన్సిటీ అండ్ ఫీల్డ్ స్ట్రెంత్ అండ్ పెర్మియబిలిటీ. ఈ ఈక్వేషన్ నుంచి మనం ఇది తీసుకున్నాం. h we are moving to the RHS side. So then we are getting the equation as a B is equal to mu into h. So this is the actual field strength in the conductor. ఈ కండక్టర్ ఈ పాయింట్ దగ్గర ప్లేస్ చేసినప్పుడు it is experience a force. So that is a B is equal to mu h. Mu is constant. H value already we know that for I into dl sin theta by 4πr square. So h value we have substitute here. So if you have substitute the h value here, what we are getting here? B is equal to mu into I into dl sin theta by 4πr square. So this is the previous portion. But ఇప్పుడు మనకు కావాల్సింది ఏంటి? Total field strength. What is the total field strength? Is nothing but total force existence by means of the two things. ఇప్పుడు మనకి ఇక్కడ వచ్చింది B is equal to mu into h అనేది only for the conductor. But what is the force existence? The force existence between the two conducting or the 2 points. But what is the force strength at P? We are assuming as it as a small m. మీరు m1 అనుకోండి, దీన్ని m2 అనుకోండి. According to Coulomb's law, F is directly proportional to the product of two pole strength. దీని ఇంకా మనం సింప్లిఫై చేస్తాం అనుకోండి. అనేది రిలేషన్షిప్ F is inversely proportional to 1 by d square. So F is directly proportional to m1 m2 by d square. So if you are removing the proportional constant, we are getting the equation F is equal to constant k of m1 m2 by d square. So constant 1 by 4 pi d square. m1 m2. సో అక్కడ మనం మీటర్ వాల్యూస్ కన్సిడర్ చేసుకుంటాం, పెర్మియబిలిటీ, రైట్. సో అక్కడ నుంచి మనకి సింప్లిఫికేషన్ ఇన్స్టెడ్ ఆఫ్ d we are selecting as a r because there is a distance but there is a radius. Because of that reason, instead of d square we are taking the r square. That is a major difference, right? I hope it is clear. Then df is equal to m into mu I dl sin theta 4 by r. M is constant, m is constant, 4 by r square is constant. Just we are subtracting the constant. M into mu I 4 by r square by these are we are taking as a V is equal to m mu by 4 pi r square. So df is equal to V I dl sin theta. This is for the small portion, but total portion F is equal to Vi total length. This is a small length, L is the last class. So now okay, today we discuss about what is the field strength of a conductor in a magnetic field. Field strength of a straight conductor. So this is a simple topic. ఈ కేసెస్ అన్ని కూడా అజంప్షన్ ఒకటే. Just we are taking the small conductor. It is having the length DL and we are assuming the current is I flowing through that. Just we are taking a point in a magnetic field, that is we are assuming as a P, and the distance between the center of conductor to the P, that is we are taking as a R, and the angle made between the magnetic field lines and current is a theta, right? So already we derived the small equations related to the what is the field strength. So we know the formula H. H is the field strength. So we are already derived the equation for that. dH is equal to I into dl sin theta by 4 pi r square. 4 pi r square we find out here. So from that we are simplified what we take the assumption to determine the field strength of a straight conductor. We taking a small conductor having the length, that is the dl. We are assuming the current is flowing through that conductor is the I, and we are placing a pole, unit north pole at location of P. The distance between the center axis of the conductor to the point P we are taking as a R. Already we know that the magnetic field strength of a conductor for a small portion dH is equal to I into dl sin theta by 4 pi r square, right? So just we are taking the integration. So if you are applying the integration on both sides, we are applying the integration on both sides. So integral of dH is equal to integral of I into dl sin theta by 4 pi r square. Just what we are taking here, already we are find out the field strength equation, that is dH is equal to I into dl sin theta by 4 pi r square. So where L is the constant, because the length is constant. So because of that reason we are removing the dl value. So from that we are removing the dl and we are applying the integration on the both sides. So then integral of dH is equal to integral of I into dl sin theta by 4 pi r square. If you are removing the length, because it is a negligible small length, because of that reason, so integral of I sin theta by 4 pi r square. So integral of dH. If you are applying integral on both sides, then so integral of h into dt or dH, so we are getting a constant, that is a h. So h, we are applying integral later. So what is the constant is there? This is a dt.
दूसरा सामान बगा बोलता हूँ मैं
dH 1 into dH, so 1 into nothing is there, then we are considering as a 1. So 4 pi r square I sin theta, I is constant, 4 pi r square is constant. We are separating the constant
पैरा दुखते हैं
I by 4 pi r square integral of sin theta d theta. Sin theta d theta. Right? So if it is nothing is there, that is we are assuming as a integral of 1 into dh. We are apply integral to the 1, then we are getting the value as h. Constant is same. I by 4 pi r square. What is the integral of sin theta? Sin theta integral ఏమొస్తుంది?
సార్ ఇంటిగ్రేల్ అంటే
ఇంటెగ్రల్
డిఫరెన్షియేషన్ ఇంటిగ్రేషన్ తెలియదా?
రాలేదు సార్ మాకు.
ఓకే ఓకే. డిఫరెన్షియేషన్ అండ్ ఇంటిగ్రేషన్ అనే రెండు కాన్సెప్ట్లు మ్యాథమెటిక్స్ లో ఉంటాయి. సో దాంట్లో కాన్సెప్ట్ అనేది డిఫరెన్షియేషన్ కి కొన్ని ఫార్ములాస్ ఉంటాయి. సైన్ థీటాకి కాస్ థీటా నెక్స్ట్ కాస్ థీటాకు సైన్ థీటా, అట్లా కొన్ని డిఫరెన్షియేషన్స్ వస్తాయి అన్నట్టు. అంటే ఆ ఈక్వేషన్ ని మనము విత్ రెస్పెక్ట్ టు దట్ వన్, ఇక్కడ హెచ్ తీసుకున్నాం అనుకోండి, ఇట్ ఈస్ డిఫరెన్షియేట్ విత్ రెస్పెక్ట్ టు ద స్ట్రెంత్. ఈ కాన్సెప్ట్ తీసుకున్నాం అనుకోండి, ఇట్ ఈస్ డిఫరెన్షియేట్ విత్ రెస్పెక్ట్ టు ద theta value. So right, while we are going through the mathematics, you can understand.
sin 30 ఉన్నది అనుకో సార్, అప్పుడు ఏమైతే సార్
ఏది
sin theta sin 30 అనుకోండి, దాని
అదే టేబుల్స్ లో అనుకుంటాం. ఇంటిగ్రల్ కి డిఫరెన్షియేషన్ ఇంటిగ్రేషన్ అనే రెండు కాన్సెప్ట్లు మనకు ఉంటాయి. సో అక్కడికి వెళ్తే మనకు అర్థం అవుతుంది. సో వీ హ్యావ్ ద కాన్స్టెంట్ డైరెక్ట్లీ. We can calculate the value in calculus also. What is the value of sin 0 to up to 360 degrees? We can directly apply. Right? You can see here. I hope there is a problem with the mathematics. Right? So there are two things is there. One is the differentiation. So for example, we are taking the sin theta. Sin theta, d theta, which is we are called as a differentiation. So some formulas is there. Sin theta, d theta is we getting as a cos theta. So into differentiation of cos theta, we are getting as a cosine theta, sec theta. So there we have the all silver teacup. So that is the formula already we are used in the 10th class. There is a syllabus for trigonometry also. Right? So this is we are called as a differentiation. Integration is nothing but here there is no limit. In case of differentiation there is no limit, but in case of the integration, so there is a limit is present. For example, sin theta is d theta or rasam ankondi, there is no limit, directly we are getting the cos theta. But if we are applying the integrals, we having the limit, for example 0 to pi degrees. So then what the value we are getting here? Integral of 0 to pi is first we are taking the differentiation, then we are applying the limits, upper limit and it is a lower limit. So what is the value we are getting as a cos theta? We are applying the two limits, that is a 0 and a pi. ఇక్కడనేమో పైన డైరెక్ట్ ఇంటిగ్రేషన్ చేసి theta ప్లేస్ లో వాల్యూ అని సబ్స్టిట్యూట్ చేస్తాం. There is only one value is present, but in case of the integration there is a two limits will be applicable. That is the one is the lower limit and another is the upper limit. So the concept we are using here also. We are separating the constant first, then we are applying the integration. So integral of 1 dx value is the x. So therefore integral of 1 into dx is equal to, we are getting the value as x. This formula, basic formula. ఈ ఫార్ములా ఇక్కడ అప్లై చేస్తాం అనుకోండి, instead of dx we having the dh value. So instead of x we have the h. So that's why according to this formula, if we are applying integration, so 1 into dh is equal to, we are getting the value as h. So similarly, integral of sin theta we are getting as a minus cos theta. Integral of sin theta d theta is equal to minus cos theta. Minus value we are getting here. So right? I hope understand all of you. So if you are applying integration for the sin theta minus cos theta with limits of 0 to pi. What we are assuming here? The limit is 0 to 180 degrees. Next, upper limit is the pi. Minus of cos pi minus, so it is entire minus, right? Minus by this question. Minus of I by 4 pi r square cos theta. So here cos pi minus cos 0. Cos pi is a minus 1. So minus of I by 4 pi r square cos 180. 180 is a minus 1 cos 0. Theta is equal to 0. Here 0 degrees we are applying. So pi is nothing but 180 degrees.
ఓనా ఎలిమెంట్
Minus 1. So minus 1, minus 1, minus 2. So minus of I by 4 pi r square into minus 2. Minus, minus get cancelled. So then we are getting the value as 2I by 4 pi r square. 2 1 just, 2 2 just. So therefore H is equal to I by 2 pi r square. So this is the field strength of a given conductor.